Meet Alex, a modern-day Sisyphus whose boulder was his own to-do list. His life was a meticulously color-coded calendar, a symphony of notification pings, and a perpetual low-grade panic that he was forgetting something. He was busy, undoubtedly, but if you asked him what he had truly accomplished at the end of another frantic day, he'd just stare blankly, the memories a blur of half-finished tasks and drained energy. He was running on a treadmill, sweating profusely but going precisely nowhere. The paradox was this: the more he tried to cram into his 24 hours, the less he felt he had to show for it. Then he stumbled upon a strange, almost heretical idea from an old forgotten philosophy book: Parkinson's Law. The principle was simple yet revolutionary. Work expands to fill the time available for its completion. Alex decided to conduct a radical experiment on himself. For 1 week, he would not try to do more. He would forcibly do less. He started by slashing his workday. Instead of the usual 8 or 9 open-ended hours, he gave himself a strict, non-negotiable 5-hour window. The first day was chaos. His mind, conditioned to dawdle, rebelled. He checked his phone, stared out the window, and fell into the old habit of just quickly answering emails that spiraled into 20-minute affairs. He finished the day with a sense of failure, having completed only a little more than usual, but in a state of even greater stress due to the looming clock. The pressure, however, began to forge a new kind of focus. On day 2, a shift started. Knowing his time was brutally limited, he began to triage his tasks with a survivalist's instinct. The trivial many fell away, and the vital few emerged. He stopped attending meetings that could be summarized in an email. He turned off all notifications, creating islands of pure, undiluted concentration. He discovered that a task he used to stretch over 2 hours could be conquered in 45 minutes of intense, single-minded effort. The most profound change, however, happened outside of those 5 hours. With his work strictly contained, his evenings were suddenly, inexplicably, his own. The guilt that usually accompanied relaxation was gone, because he hadn't stolen that time. He had earned it through disciplined focus. He read a book not for self-improvement, but for joy. He went for a long walk, not as a ticked box on a wellness checklist, but just to breathe and look at the sky. He had a proper conversation with his partner without one eye on his laptop. By imposing artificial scarcity on his time, he had created an abundance of life. The paradox was solved not by moving faster, but by building stronger fences. The time he saved wasn't found in the cracks of his busyness. It was crafted in the quiet, focused spaces he deliberately created. Alex learned that sometimes, to save your 24 hours, you don't need a longer list. You need a shorter, much more ruthless one.